Konla and the Fairy Maiden. Kon of 100 Fights was a famous warrior and dearly loved his son, Konla, with the fiery hair. One day, as they stood on Mount Usna, Konla saw a beautiful maiden walking towards him and asked her who she was. She was from among the joyous hill folk who lived in the land of the ever-living. But no one except Konla could see her. Kon asked, "Who are you talking to?" The invisible maiden introduced herself and said she wished to take Konla, whom she loved, to her land of the ever-living. King Baodag rules over that kingdom, and Konla will wear the royal fairy crown and never grow old there, for it is a plain of pleasure and joy, she explained. Kon did not wish to lose his son, and he still could not see the maiden. So he called Druid, his magical advisor. The maiden vanished, giving an apple to Konla. The Crystal Boat. Corin, the Druid, knew magical spells. When Kon sought his help to protect Konla, he chanted various spells. But the lady vanished, leaving an apple in Konla's hand. The apple was magical, for Konla ate nothing but that for a month. Each time he took a bite, it became whole again. Konla longed to see the maiden again. On the last day of the month, when he went out with his father, she came again. Kon heard her invite his son to the land of the ever-living. He summoned Corin, but the maiden warned him that the druid's magic would fail before the powerful fairy magic. Kon asked his son what he wished. He loved his father and his people, but he loved the maiden too. So, she summoned her crystal canoe and they sailed away in it. Kon watched the boat sailing away, never to be seen again. MacDonald's challenge to the tailor. MacDonald was the lord of Saddle Castle. He wanted to get a set of trews stitched for himself. Trews were a kind of jumpsuit with the vest and the trousers stitched together and decorated with fringes, and they were very comfortable to wear. He asked the village tailor, who was a bright and cheeky man, to stitch them for him. "But there's a condition," said MacDonald. "You have to stitch it in the church." Now, this was not at all easy, for the church was said to be haunted. The tailor, however, took up the challenge, for MacDonald had promised him a huge payment if he stitched the trews under his condition. The tailor took a few large candles and the cloth and his kit and went up to the churchyard, where he selected a tombstone to sit on, and, lighting his candle, he took up his work. The Ghost. Putting on his thimble, the tailor began to stitch swiftly. Suddenly, the ground shook, and out of the grave emerged a large head. The tailor shivered, but continued. "Don't you see my large head?" said the ghost. "I see it," said the tailor. "But I'll sew this first." The ghost was annoyed and began to emerge, bit by bit, from the tomb. Each time he asked if the sailor saw his neck, shoulders, arms, body, and finally his legs. Each time the tailor replied, "I see it, but I'll sew this first." He continued to stitch, and finishing swiftly, he wrapped up his work and ran with the furious ghost after him. The tailor rushed into Saddle Castle and banged the great door shut. The ghost banged on the door and the wall, but couldn't get in. He left the mark of his fingers on the stone, and MacDonald gave a great reward to the tailor.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.